Cabo San Lucas, Mexico is biodiverse and full of life. I got to dive there this summer and wanted to share my experience. Hi, I'm Jane the Salty Siren. Come with me as I dive 3 sites with Sea Creatures Cabo San Lucas: Pelican Rock, Land's End, and North Wall. Are you ready? Let's go!
Bueno, sí. Camina. Rico, rico, rico.
Before we get started, I want to mention that this was my first ever recreational and boat dive. I got to dive with different companies this trip and learned that everyone operates a little differently. On this dive, I did all my own setup and there were no buddy checks. I was really nervous because this was my first non-training dive, but I remembered all my training and I did just fine. I also want to mention that my previous PADI instructor advised me to ask for a quick refresher since I was brand new and it had been 3 months since I last dove. When I asked about this, I was told that was something that had to be scheduled ahead of time and would be an additional fee. I think it was $175. Our first dive site was Pelican Rock. Water temps were in the 60s and there was some current. I think because it was Mexico, I was expecting warm, clear waters, but nope. I had a 7mm wetsuit on with a 3mm vest and hood underneath. Visibility varied, as you'll see in this video. Sometimes it was okay, sometimes it wasn't so great. There are lots of creatures that call Pelican Rock their home. Don't forget to look at the rock walls. There's beautiful life there too. These sandfalls are caused by topography, ocean currents, and the mixing of different water temperatures. It was amazing to witness the sand actually trickling down the slopes. We saw quite a few of these banded guitarfish. They're also known as guitar rays and are cartilaginous like sharks. I call rays pancake sharks and loved seeing so many of them here. Just some reef buddies going about their day. Some residents were shyer than others, like this blue spiny lobster. Can you spot the rock crab? Our Pelican Rock dive ended with a special treat. My guide introduced me to a friend of hers, this adorable hogfish, who, I kid you not, made a beeline for her as soon as we approached. We spent our decompression time with her friend and these puffers. If you stir up the sand for them, they'll approach and eat the nutrients. They are some of the cutest, most inquisitive fish, and I so appreciated the chance to interact with them in this way. Second stop, Land's End. It's the southernmost tip of the Baja California Peninsula, home to gorgeous rock formations. Here, the Pacific Ocean and the Sea of Cortez meet, so diving here, I got to be in 2 different bodies of water on the same dive. I'm not gonna lie, Land's End was a rough dive for me. There was a decently strong current and surge. The good thing is that I got experience diving in these conditions and learned how to work with the surge. Visibility was rough. Sometimes it looked like this. May I be as resilient as these beautiful fish that thrive even in the roughest conditions. This wreck is a cargo ship that sank off the coast of Cabo San Lucas in 1954. It's called the Londonberg, and it was transporting gypsum from San Marcos Island. It was originally buried in sand, but shifting conditions caused by Hurricane Odile in 2014 uncovered the wreck, and it's now a dive site. Shipwrecks have a special place in my heart. Their ruins tell a story, and they provide an opportunity for new life to flourish. If you've never experienced surge, here's what it can look like. Kinda stressful, but once I learned to work with the flow, it was much better. At times, I felt like I was in an underwater sandstorm. The hard work definitely helped me appreciate the moments of calm and clarity a lot more. Can you tell the difference between needlefish and trumpetfish? Needlefish have a beak, and trumpetfish have a more tubular mouth used for suction feeding. This Cortez round stingray was the most stunning ray I saw on this entire trip to Mexico. So much life thriving on a hunk of junk. I love it. My guide made another hogfish friend. I think she's the hogfish whisperer. Our final dive of the day was North Wall. It's a rock-covered slope, and of the 3 sites we dove, this one for me was the easiest. The site runs 15 to 100 plus feet deep. You don't have to go very deep to see lots of creatures. Brown chromies have a special place in my heart, probably because I associate them with Bonaire, and there were so many of them here. This was my first time seeing cup coral like this. Healthy coral makes me happy. Remember that one character from Finding Nemo? Hey Gil, is that you? North Wall is where I saw the most fish. Huge schools of brown chromies and large groups of Mexican goatfish. Swimming with these fish was a beautifully surreal experience. My day of diving in Cabo was rough at times, but this moment of serenity made it all worth it. Thanks for joining me under the sea for my day of diving at Pelican Rock, Land's End, and North Wall. Shooting underwater is my favorite content to make, and I appreciate you coming along on my adventure. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm Salty Siren Adventures on all platforms, and I release a new video each week. Hit that alarm bell and stay tuned for next week's adventure, diving in Cabo Pulmo, featuring a very special sneaky guest. Thank you so much for watching. Be adventurous, be safe, and be kind. Bye!